Good morning. Welcome in. It's time for the Martin Morning Report. It is a Wednesday. It's August 21st. We've got 5 fast things to tell you about from KMA Sports over the last 24 hours. And today, the Martin Morning Report is brought to you by United Group Insurance, serving Southwest Iowa for over 40 years. 40 years, which is how long I've been around. Number 1, KMA Land Boys Golf from yesterday. There were 2 triangulars in Council Bluffs. Sioux City East beat Lewis Central and TJ. Bishop Heelan Catholic beat Sergeant Bluff Luton and AL. Heelan shot a 305 behind a 73 from Pierce Conley. Blake Harzma of Sergeant Bluff Luton, though, the top medalist in that Heelan Sergeant Bluff Luton AL triangular. Colin Koob and Jack White a 74 each for Heelan. Parker Luchin of Sergeant Bluff Luton led with a 77. For Sioux City East, they beat LC and TJ with a 323. LC at a 405, TJ a 455. Carter Ginger a 73 for the Black Raiders. Leading the way there, Jackson Dobbs, Bodie Colleen right behind him. I shouldn't say right behind him, but behind him with an 82 each. Ginger was on a different level yesterday. You know how I like my Gingers. I have 3 of them running around, just driving me crazy. Number 2, Fall Sports name to know is Hayden Gravatt. I think I nailed it. From Johnson Brock, 798 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns, 6.9 yards per carry last year as a sophomore for the Eagles, which are making a jump from D2 to D1 this year. Also spearheaded their defense at 82 tackles for another strong Eagles group. You can check out the full story and the full interview with Gravatt. It's online now. KMAland.com. Number 3, the KMA Sports Hall of Fame announcements now go to some of the best teams in the history of KMA Land. And yesterday, we honored the 1973 and 74 Avoha football squads. Both teams were undefeated with a combined 20-0 record. Back then, only 4 teams made the state playoffs, though. It was based on a point system that nobody really knew how the heck they came up with these teams. But in 73, Avoha did not make the playoffs. 74, they did make the playoffs, and they went on to win the state championship. Got guys like Tom Wilson, Charlie Patty, Jeff Peterson, Bill Rock, and their head coach, Jim Wharton. The full story and interview with Coach Wharton can be found online, KMAland.com. We will honor them along with the rest of the KMA Sports Hall of Fame classes November 9th, 5 o'clock p.m. I said classes, just this class, actually. 5 o'clock p.m. at the Gladys Wersick Jones Auditorium in Shenandoah. If you're a 7374 member, you know somebody that is a 7374 member, you're invited to be there. We want you on the stage, and we want to honor you that night. Number 4, top 50 team countdown continues yesterday with the number 4 team, the Creston Wrestling Squad, which won the dual state team championship. First KMA Land State dual champ in 13 years. 13 years. Cody Downing and company won league's dual title with 10-0 Hawkeye 10 conference record, then went on, and nobody could beat them, inside or outside the Hawkeye 10 conference. 4 wrestlers end up medaling there for the traditional dual term. Just some names to know: Christian Ahrens, Max Chapman, Austin Evans, Lane Travis. Of course, there was also a very, very thrilling end to that dual championship with Sergeant Bluff Luton. Read all about it, hear all about it, KMAland.com, or in our podcast feed where you can subscribe, UFR podcast feed. And number 5, the Martin blog continues today, taking a look at some of the preseason fun and games. And the KMA Sports Predictor thingy, we're letting it out. We let it go loose. We let it run wild. We looked at every single district across the entire state of Iowa, and we are projecting. Not we. No, it's not me. It's not me. It's the KMA Sports Predictor thingy. It is all based on numbers, who's coming back, quarterbacks, 100-yard rushers, 100-yard receivers, those with 20 tackles or more, those with 2 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries or more, plus kickers, punters, kick returners, punt returners as well, all coming back. We add it all up, and the KMA Sports Predictor thingy is projecting every single district in the state of Iowa. Give it a look now, KMAland.com. Those are 5 very fast things brought to you today. Martin Morning Report by the United Group Insurance, serving Southwest Iowa for over 40 years and continuing to do it every single day. Kind of like the Martin Morning Report, right? We'll be back tomorrow on a wonderful Thursday. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, getting over that hump.